Nutrition in Plants, Class 7 Science, Chapter 1, Part 2. Other modes of nutrition in plants. There are some plants which do not have chlorophyll, so they cannot synthesize their own food. Like humans and animals, such plants depend on food produced by the other plants. These are called heterotrophic mode of nutrition. A yellow wiry branch structure twining around stem and branch of a tree. This is a plant called cascada. It does not have chlorophyll. It takes ready-made food from plant on which it climbing. The plant on which it climbs is called host. Since it deprives the host of valuable nutrients, cascada is called parasite. Saprotrophs. You might have seen pack of mushroom soaked in vegetable. Like this. There are so much mushroom which are available in the market. Let's find out what type of nutrients they need to survive from and from where they get them. Activity 1.2. Take a piece of bread and moisten it with water. Leave in a moist warm place for 2 to 3 days. A fluffy patch appear on them. What is the color of this patch? Observe the patch under the microscope or a magnifying glass. Write down your observation in the notebook. You will see cotton-like thread spread on a piece of bread. These organisms are called fungi. They absorb the nutrients from the bread. This mode of nutrition in which organisms take in nutrients from dead and decaying matter is called saprophytic nutrition. Such organisms with saprotrophic mode of nutrition are called saprotroph. Fungi, they also grow on pickles, leather, clothes, and other articles that are left in hot and humid weather for a long time. During the rainy season, they spoil many things. The fungal spores are generally present in the air. When they land on wet and warm things, they germinate and grow. Have you seen or heard of plants that can eat animals? There are a few plants which can trap insects and digest them. Is it amazing? Such plants may be green or of some color. The pitcher-like or jug-like structure is modified part of leaf. The apex of the leaf forms a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Inside the pitcher there are hairs which are directed downwards. When an insect lands in the pitcher, the lid closes and the trapped insect gets entangled into the hair. The lid closes and the insect is trapped. The insect is digested by the digestive juice secreted in the pitcher. Its nutrients are absorbed. Such insect-eating plants are called insectivorous plants. It is possible that such plants do not get all required nutrients from the soil in which they grow. Some organisms live together and share both shelter and nutrients. This relationship is called symbiosis. For example, certain fungi live inside the roots of plants. The plants provide nutrients to the fungus And in return, the fungus provides water and certain nutrients. In organisms called lichens, chlorophyll-containing partner, which is algae, and the fungus live together. The fungus provide shelter, water, and minerals to the algae, and in return, the algae prepares and provide food for the fungus. Synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrates. Plants synthesize food through the process of photosynthesis. The name of the food synthesized is carbohydrates. The carbohydrates are made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. These are used to synthesize proteins and fats. But proteins are substances which contain nitrogen. From where do the plants obtain nitrogen? The nitrogen is present in abundance in gaseous form in the air. Soil has certain bacteria that convert gaseous nitrogen into usable form. These are observed by the plants along with water. Also, farmers add fertilizers rich in nitrogen to the soil. Plants can synthesize protein and vitamin. How nutrients are replenished in the soil. Have you seen farmers spreading fertilizer in the fields? Or the gardeners using them in lawns or pots? Plants absorb minerals and nutrients from the soil, so their amounts in the soil keep on declining. Fertilizers and manures contain nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, etc. These nutrients need to be added from time to time to enrich the soil. Usually, crop plants absorb a lot of nitrogen and soil becomes deficient in nitrogen. Plants cannot use it in the air form. They need nitrogen in a soluble form. The bacterium called rhizobium can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert into a usable form. But rhizobium cannot make its own food. So it often lives in the roots of grams, peas, mung, beans, and other legumes and provide them with nitrogen. In return, the plants provide food and shelter to the bacteria. Thus, they have a symbiotic relationship. They can reduce the use of nitrogenous fertilizer where leguminous plants are grown. Most of the pulses are obtained from leguminous plants. In this chapter, you learn that most of plants are autotrophs. Only a few plants are parasitic or saprophytic. They derive nutrition from the other organisms. All animals are categorized as heterotrophs since they depend on plants and other animals for food. Can we say that insectivorous plants are partial heterotrophs? So the difference between parasite and saprophyte is parasite depend on the host, whereas saprotrophic depend on dead or decaying matters.